It's your boy Mark Goodman, aka the voice box of the block. I'm back with another one. You know, I'm hopping in the window like, bro, man, what's happening? I'm excited today. It's raining. I got two wonderful guests. You know what? I'm rocking and rolling because a lot of times people criticize me for not having enough females on the air. And now I got two at the same time doing some wonderful things for the upstate. I told off I'm terrible with names, so I'm gonna let you introduce yourselves, please, one at a time. It don't matter who go first. Introduce yourselves and let them know exactly what you got going on.
My name is Vanity Smith, and I'm co-owner of Rain Hair Supplies and More. We are a local Black-owned business, and we are in conjunction trying to do this Juneteenth event for you all. So, Sara, take it away.
Hi, I'm Sara Thomas Johnson. I'm owner and founder of Oriamina Skincare. We're all natural, completely clean and organic skincare line. We started 2 years ago, and this is the second year that we're doing this Juneteenth pop-up shop, and we've added a celebration along with it. So, right. Do it bigger and better every year.
You know what? That's one thing, and that's the topic of the day. I told my viewers this is going to be a Juneteenth vibe. We celebrating a wonderful holiday, the oldest holiday when it comes to representing slavery. And I thought, what better day to have a pop-up that on Juneteenth, we're talking about buying Black, celebrating Black history, because that's what it is to me. That's how I feel like when you talk about Juneteenth. So what I want to ask y'all first, starting with Ms. Thompson, Ms. Johnson, what gave you the idea of having it actually on this holiday?
Well, that is a really good question, Marcus. Couple of years ago, right, just started to think about what we can do to enhance the community during this celebration, during this time of unity. And what better way than to highlight some of the businesses that we know about that are fantastic, but may not have a brick and mortar shop that, we can just go into every day. Or some people may not have that online presence like they want to, and they're just developing things. So for me, Juneteenth is about uplifting our people. Right. We're coming out of bondage, out of slavery, out of some type of suppression. And this holiday allows us to uplift, commune, join together and just bring our community together, whether it be, wealth, emotions, mental health, and physical health. And I think with this pop-up shop and celebration this year, we're going to tie all of that together.
Yes.
What about you, Vanity? I mean, do you feel the same way?
So I will tell you, I actually got a chance to be a vendor last year at the first event. So I will tell you from a vendor's perspective, a new business trying to get my name out, didn't have a lot of online presence, didn't know a lot of people. I made so many connections. I learned a lot. I loved it so much that this year I partnered with Sara to try to make it bigger and better. We had a great turnout. We networked. We had a lot of the community come out, even food trucks. It was just awesome. I want to extend this to everybody. I want everybody to have this experience I had as a new vendor and a new business connecting with my community.
Right. Now to give viewers an idea of how difficult it may be to do this pop-up, what are some of the challenges that you face starting this pop-up, as far as the vendors or the getting the best location you can possibly find? I know the last location was great. This year's a new year, bigger and better. So what are some of the challenges you may have faced?
Location.
I know. I thought of it. I was like, this might be a crazy question, because I know it's about the location, about people actually getting to it.
It really is. I've been a part of some other pop-up shops where the location wasn't the best. It was more residential instead of commercial, and there wasn't a lot of traffic coming through.
Right.
And that's one thing that last year we thought of, you know, with the location we had, which was fantastic. But this year we're offering a bigger space at the MountPleasant Community Center. Wow. We also thought about bringing it to the community because this is a community celebration that we want to have. Right. So that way we'll be able to have people to walk there from their neighborhoods if they want to, but it is still located off of Whitehorse Road. So yes, as I was saying, that location, bringing it over to a MountPleasant Community Center that allows people who may not have the opportunity to, you know, travel to have a car or vehicle to get you there. There's a bus stop right in front of the Cricket and the T-Mobile. There's other modes of transportation that could get you there, but also you could just come out and walk. Right.
I think walking and coming out in that manner where y'all got it located, it really feels like a community vibe. It really feels, and it's going to be bigger and better because I think that the holiday in itself is getting bigger and reformed now. You know, a lot of times when I think about Juneteenth and what it really means, because in the early 2000s, that's when it really became, you know, I guess it's George Floyd, people becoming woke, conscientious, and you know, I hated to connect to George Floyd because that's really not what it's about. It's about a celebration of freedom and life, and to be able to buy Black, to be able to have these pop-ups and these events really highlights the real culture that we once had. You know, this Juneteenth is not taught. So sometimes it could be forgotten, even though it's the oldest holiday. If it's not taught properly, and it'll be forgotten. So I commend y'all. I know I said it out there so many times for just having these ideas, and we need more of these ideas. And speaking of these ideas, the vendors. Before we get into y'all product, what are some of the other vendors y'all may have available at this pop-up?
All right, I got a.
If you don't mind, let's intercede just a tiny bit before we talk about our vendors. Let's talk a little bit about our sponsors. We need to get these bills paid, honey. Go ahead. What I'm saying? You know, these people done paid us to do this thing. So I got to give a big, huge shout out to Healing Touches. They are a home health company founded by two African-American ladies. They do a fantastic job throughout the upstate. They also are working in the Low Country and the Midlands as well. So if I'm not mistaken, now I might misquote, so go to their website and check them out, Healing Touches. They started about 4 years ago, just in the upstate. And since then, they have expanded to the Low Country first and now the Midlands. So you can go anywhere and get this service. My family used the service personally with my granddad a couple of years ago, and the guy was fantastic. He became a part of our family. So they know what they're doing. They have the heart and the compassion for it, and they have the knowledge. It was started by a social worker and a nurse. So what better way? Here you go. We got a social worker and a nurse here today too.
Right. So the vendors. What are some of the vendors that the viewers, other vendors outside of y'all, before we get into y'all, because we're gonna detail y'all, but some of the other vendors, give me a shout out to some of the other vendors that may be there.
All right. So we have Pure Romance with Sherry Lynn. Brian K. Jones, a South Carolina representative, will be speaking at the event to give us some history on Juneteenth. We have Kevin Crosby. He is a fitness guru, and he'll be doing an exercise routine for us to keep us healthy. We have Times Blings and Things. She will be selling paparazzi jewelry, so affordable jewelry for our community, so you can look your best at an affordable price. We have Yellow Rose Boutique. It's a Black-owned boutique where she sells jewelry, accessories, clothes, and also she is a personal stylist. So she can help anyone if you have a photo shoot coming up, or if you have any kind of business event, she's more than welcome. She would love to shop for you.
Wow, that's great.
We have Scents by Scents. It's a all natural candle vendor. Heart of Gold, which is it is a home health agency that's Black owned, and this is a brand new one. She's looking to network with the community by providing sitters, transportation to and from appointments. So she said she'll do a little bit of everything. So network and let her know.
You're a jack of all trades. Tell her that's a great job.
And then we have the food truck.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what's going down. The food truck.
Right.
Everybody got to eat. Can't have Black folks somewhere with no food. I was waiting on you. So go ahead and start to the food truck. You know it. They gonna the more they eat, the more they spend. It come hand in hand. But shout out to the food truck. What food truck gonna be available?
McGrill's Barbecue.
McGrill's Barbecue. I seen them come. Was they there last year?
Yes, they were.
Listen, they did a wonderful job. Charlotte McGrill's Barbecue, y'all always come through strong, man.
AJ and all of them did a fantastic job. They sold out. Matter of fact, all of our food vendors sold out last year.
And see, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to buying Black, networking Black, and everybody get a chance to eat. If everybody's being selfless, everybody can win. And I think you're connecting a lot of people. Yes. You know what I'm saying? When you have an idea such as yourself and you're able to help others, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the way to do it.
That has always been something that I've mottoed, to help other people. If everybody helps somebody, we're all going to be okay.
And that's
we're all going to eat.
And that's part of who we is. And that's part of the culture. And a lot of times we get divided by what society may deem we supposed to be. And if you go back to Juneteenth, man, it was a lot of things going on. And I know you said that somebody's going to be there speaking about some history, and that's one of the main things that I love about to pop up is having the idea, say, okay, we're having this pop up. We're gonna spend some money. We're gonna eat good, but we're gonna also gain this knowledge. It's gonna be kids there. You know what I'm saying? And Juneteenth is not taught in school properly. You see what I'm saying? Only person that can teach you something like this is somebody that's looked like a Brown. They can teach it and go in detail. Because I be wanting to know, Juneteenth is about, the last state, Texas being the last state to being let known that they're slaves. But what about the first one? The feeling, the excitement, the second one, as you go all the way down, that what are those stories? See what I'm saying? You go to school. I went to school. I always tell my people this is kind of a side story. I went to school, and as you go to school, you get these credits. The more classes you pass, you get credits. And to the point, I was in 11th grade. And I had so many credits in English, they was just start giving me classes. They just start giving me anything just to get me out of there. So the class they gave me was British literature. I'm like, look at me.
Right. Why would you want that?
Do it look like that I would adapt or love or aspire or have the desire to do anything reading British literature? Probably not. But if they would have gave me a detailed story about Juneteenth from top to bottom, maybe I would have been influenced. Maybe my people, the youth, would be influenced to do other things. You can't be great without seeing great.
That's true.
And we don't see many great. We don't see many great things in school because they don't teach us.
No, they don't teach us half of what we need to know. They don't teach us a fourth of what we need to know about our culture, about our heritage. And, there's so many referendums and bills trying to be passed now. So they don't even teach slavery as it is.
Yeah.
And, to make other people feel better about themselves. But the harsh, true reality is slavery happened.
It did.
Slavery was ugly, nasty.
Yeah.
It divided our country, and it still divides our country. Yeah. We are finding ways with each generation to bridge that gap, to try to close some of that history off. But if you don't know what happened, you can't expect our children to build off of it or do anything better for themselves. You know,
I agree wholeheartedly.
Right.
There's so many books. There's one book in particular, From Babylon to Timbuktu.
Yeah.
Fantastic book.
Yeah.
I have encouraged my children. My son is reading it right now. My daughter will read it a little bit, but that's something that all children need to read, not just African-American children,
Absolutely.
not just brown children, you know, or
Absolutely.
red or yellow or whatever. Everybody needs to know the struggle. You know, we have been taught so many years about the the Continental Railroad and how it was built and how fantastic it was that it was built. But we were not taught the other side of it, where there are people's lands, Native Americans' lands that were
there was the other side.
Yeah, there's another side to this. So if you take both sides of these histories, then we will be able to come together and to grow better as a culture.
And I think that's important. I like how you said the other side, because there's always two sides, three sides to the story.
That's right.
And
your side, their side, and the truth.
When we talk about slavery, we talk about slavery. To your point, yes, slavery is true, but you know, when it comes to who freed us? We freed ourselves. There was a lot of rebellion that they don't talk about. You know, this wasn't nothing like, you know, we did this willingly. You know what I mean? This was something unwillingly done, and we was here for do a service. We was here to do a service, get paid, and brought and then taken back. You know, we wasn't here to be slaves. We was here for a service. There was a deal. You did a deal. You know, you do your job, I do my job. Give me 40 acres, I can leave. Somewhere within that deal, it was breached, and you try to manipulate me into being something that I wasn't. And then by doing that, you manipulate I was down to the core of my essence. And then you started ripping me away from who I am by name, by descendant. You take my wife away, you know,
the children.
And then you see where we at, you know. But the thing about it is when you be able to go to the library and read your own books, you begin to understand that although that it's a mess, it's ugly, but it's getting better and better. And things like Juneteenth and celebrating it and highlighting and buying black and enjoying the fruits of what was positive back then is something we need to highlight. And that's what
exactly. And that's one reason that I feel like this Juneteenth celebration is so important. We need to highlight and uplift the community. There's so many things. If you turn on the TV, oh my God, change the channel. Every channel you'll see something negative. We need something positive. We need positive energy, positive light.
That's why I said
the community.
I didn't like it connected to the George Floyd rest in peace, because not every holiday that Black people have to celebrate got to be connected to death. You know,
but you know, I do like that you mentioned George Floyd, because unfortunately his death brought together this community, this nation like it has never been brought together before. I hate that he is a martyr to that sense, but there's so much more unity, Black and white and brown and red, that saw that and knew that was so much injustice. His death brought light to the injustice of the world that's happening in America to our Black and brown brothers. And no one should stand for anything like that. We're all human. We should all be treated with that amount of respect that's mentioned in the Bill of Rights for all of us.
Absolutely.
You know? But I'll get off that little soapbox.
That was.
I started going a little bit more political.
It's healthy. It's healthy to have these healthy conversations in a controlled manner. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people think we can't be controlled when we talk about these dialogues. You see what I'm saying? You know, so it's healthy. It's healthy to talk about them. We're speaking about the main thing before you, like I say, before you get off the subject, your product. Because my timer say we have 10 minutes left for some reason. I think I don't know what. Yeah, we might have to come back. I don't know. We might have to come back. But I want to talk about your product one at a time. talk about your product, because you have a wonderful, wonderful skincare product line. I mean, my mother, my wife, my sister, we love your product, man, and we can't get enough of it. So please talk about it.
Well, first off, before I talk about it, it may go against what some other people, but not for me. I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me the idea, the vision, the dreams for this product. I kid you not, when I say I woke up out of a dream saying, this is what I need to do.
Right.
So all of my products, and I'm going to spin over here and let you see a couple of them, they are all natural products, all plant-based. Everything comes from the earth. Everything comes from our Lord. Truly. I do not use any type of preservative that is artificial. My preservatives that I use are vitamin E. Vitamin E is a natural preservative. Coconut oil is a natural preservative. This is my sugar scrubs. Back here. This is the first product that I came out with. But since then, I have expanded to include toners to make sure, I know I do have a little zit right there, but I promise you it'll be gone by next week. Because I use rose water.
Yeah.
Rose water and witch hazel in this, along with some other, things. I can't give y'all everything. You got to buy it.
They might try to make it, sis.
Exactly. Y'all can't make it. Y'all come down to Oriamina and buy this. But that really does, it use all the impurities, all of the natural properties that roses have to take away some of the impurities in your skin.
Wow.
I also have body butter.
That's what I love. I love the body butter.
Those, right?
It's good.
I love that's a good one.
It is fantastic. These 8 ounces will last you at least 2 months if you're using it by yourself. Now,
I'm about to say, if you're sharing it with your kids, it go in about 3 days.
It might be. This is hard to keep around the house. I will tell you that.
I'm telling you, it's the best. I'm telling you.
But since then, I have added some other items. I have a body soap. This is all natural milk and honey oats. This will help eliminate some of the metals that's in your body. We all ingest things that we're not supposed to.
Right.
Yeah. And we do need a little bit of detoxing. And this is one way that you can, and relax at the same time. So you are getting things out of your body and releasing tension as well. After you get out or during, you can also use this new product that I have. This is a bath soak oil, as well as a massaging oil. So you can use it before, after, or during your shower and bath. But it is always to help hydrate your skin. Okay. Oftentimes, especially African Americans and people of color in general, there's not enough products out there to hydrate our skin successfully.
I agree.
My products will last you 12 plus hours. I promise you.
I agree.
I will have a guarantee on that one. You will stay hydrated if you use the products 12 plus hours. I normally say 24 hours, but I don't want to be that braggadocious. What I'm saying?
Right.
Now, Miss Smith, what you got for?
Right. That's right.
What you selling for? What you selling for us?
All right. So I sell human hair for the ladies. So all my hair is natural, is one donor, and it's TNA. So when I say TNA, that means it's high quality. So whenever you go to the hair store, you're going to be getting like 6 to 7 grade, but not 10. All my hair can be dyed and washed and comb, curled, so you can treat it as your own, and it lasts up to a year. So I have different patterns. I have natural wave, kind of beachy. I have loose wave, and I must say, our hair is not stiff. We don't do stiff over here. We don't do that.
Okay.
It's just moving.
We have our straight textures, our deep curly textures.
Oh, now that looks beautiful for like the beach or
Yes,
something like that. It's summertime. That's what we
right. Go on and get your wife one.
Absolutely. She's gonna be like, Mark, I need that. I need that. I need that one.
And then I have the body wave texture.
Wow, that's great.
Oh, that's pretty too.
So this is our most popular. We do bundles, we do human hair wigs, and we've also added ponytails.
Wow.
So
You
this
tell
is
me that.
Yeah, this is brand new.
Girl.
Kinky straight. So it's more of a natural because we got a lot of women, they like natural hair. We try to do convenient as well. So we do headband wigs, and those you can get dressed in 5 minutes and go.
Right. Wow. That's what it
Convenience, huh?
That's what it is. And thank you so much for sharing your products, man. I am so proud of y'all, man. But
also accessories too.
Accessories, she said accessories.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to make sure everybody know exactly where to go. So please hit them with the information again, exactly the location, the time, the date again before we get off air.
All right. It's gonna be at
June 18th.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. June 18th from 12:30 to 4:30 at the MountPleasant Community Center, located at, I don't know, Vanity.
710 South Fairfield Road, Greenville, South Carolina.
Is there anybody you want to shout out before you get out of here?
Yes, I also want to shout out to the Spartanburg Salt Cat Cave and Holistic Spa. They are also sponsoring us. Dr. Sharian Wells is fantastic. If you guys haven't been down there in Spartanburg on the Hillcrest side, go visit her. She is fantastic. Again, that is the Spartanburg Salt Cave and Holistic Spa and Wellness on the Hillcrest side of Spartanburg, and Crescent Hospice. They're also part of our sponsors, and you will see them once you come to our second annual Juneteenth celebration and pop-up shop. Also, we'll have singers and performers from Reedy River Missionary Baptist Church and some other local performers. I'm hoping, praying. I'm not going to say anything. You'll see. You got to come out and check out the surprises, okay?
You got to come out with open arms, open heart, and open wallets. We want to spend. It is important that we do not window shop on this day. We play around with any other day. I seen y'all on Cinco de Mayo with the hats, the funny hats, and the crazy beer and drinking. So give me the same energy, the same passion, the same love on a wonderful day, the best day. We represent
the True Freedom Day.
True Freedom Day. It's a story behind the story untold story, the true story. And I'm so glad we got wonderful ladies like yourself who are diving in and being a part of the community and making this holiday a special one. I want to thank y'all for spending the time with the good guy. Y'all always looking to return. Please don't be no stranger. Give me an update. I want to be a part of this forever. Thank you.
Always. You with us, good guy.
It's your boy, Mark Goodman, and we out. One. Thank y'all.
It don't matter the topic, whatever it is, then you know that we got you. We spread the knowledge, we talk about politics, even the gossip. You can hear us on Spotify or tune in to YouTube, you even can watch us. I know we got haters, I can promise you one thing that we never stop it. It's the Good Guy Podcast. I ain't bragging, but we are the greatest. It's the Good Guy Podcast.